Hello everyone, my name is Monisha Mohandas and I am a student from SFU. And today I'm going to be talking about how to create a website. And I'll also be talking about a few basic terms that you need to know in order to create a website. So let's get started. So the first few basic terms that you need to know are hosting, domain, and SSL certificate. What hosting means is it's basically the home for your website. And when you're paying someone to host your website, what it means is basically you're paying uh, money to get a space on the server. And what that server does is helps you put your website on the internet. So that's what is called website hosting. So basically, you're paying for the storage of your website and to put that on the internet. That is called hosting. And domain is just the URL of your website, which is like the name of your business or the shop. So if the name of your business is KK Candles, then the URL would be kkcandles.com, and that is the domain. And SSL certificate, it's actually to protect the customers on your website because there are hackers who are trying to get personal information or credit card information of the customers. So having an SSL certificate encrypts the private data. Basically, it restricts hackers from hacking your website. Okay, now let's talk more about a domain name. So, like I already mentioned, domain name is just the name of the business. Usually, it's not very expensive, but if you want something really specific and unique, the price can differ according to that. And different websites have different prices for domain names. And I also heard from Florence that if you type a domain name and come after a few days, the price increases. So make sure you have already decided the name and then go check the price, because if you keep checking and changing, then the price keeps increasing according to that. So be careful of that. And so the average price for the domain name starts from $15 and it can go up to $500 or even more than that. So it depends on the name that you want for your website. Next, let's go into hosting options. There are basically three ways where you can host, and the first one would be a shared hosting. And an easiest way to say what a shared hosting is it's like a shared apartment. Like you have an apartment and there are many people living there. So the resources that you have will be shared among all the people. Shared hosting is best for businesses that are small and are just entering into the industry because it's very cost effective. It's very cheap, and but then the downside of it is if you have too much of traffic, then it's not going to be a good hosting service for you. So if your business starts getting more customers, then you can switch to the next hosting service, which is called the virtual private server, VPS. So this is a little, upgraded from shared hosting. This is like a townhouse if you have to compare. So you have more space, you have more freedom, but it's still not going to be completely good if you have high traffic. So the next one that you would consider if you have really high traffic would be a dedicated server hosting. And this is like having your own mansion. Like you can change the color as you want, you can add things as you want, you can do anything. And even if you have high traffic, it's going to be okay because you're going to have your own server, so you don't have to share it with anyone else. And it's best for businesses like large businesses that can handle their own hardware and software. And managed hosting is typically more expensive, which is why it's not recommended for businesses that are just starting, because it's not even necessary to be spending that much money when you're just getting into the business. So I would suggest that you start with the shared hosting and then upgrade as your business starts growing. So these are the basic uh, prices for websites. So for a hosting service, it can range from $8 to even $100, and domains range from like $13 to $20 per year, and they can be renewed every year. And an SSL certificate, can range anywhere between $10 to $200. And all these prices depend on the kind of website you're using, the kind of website builder you're using, if you're using one, or which website builder you use. Maybe it can be WordPress, Shopify, or Wiz, GoDaddy, anything. So it depends on those factors. So here's another detailed price chart. You can call website domain hosting SSL certificate. We already spoke about what SSL certificate is, and so the template. So the website builders like GoDaddy already have a template for you. But if you want to add more things to it or add specific things to it, it can cost you money. And e-commerce functionality is basically what it means is the website allows you to sell the products. E-commerce is just that, right? Because e-commerce means selling products online. So if you want to sell the products on your website, then you call it e-commerce functionality. And you might be wondering, what else do you do on a website? So you could just be making a website where you want to just talk about your art, or just talk about a new product that you are planning to sell but haven't made the product yet. Or it could just be a vlog or something like that. So where you're not selling products, that is separate. But if you want to sell products on your website, it's called e-commerce functionality. And there's also website content. This is again, if you want to add anything, then it can cost more. If you're not adding anything, then it's $0, of course. And if you want app versions of the website, then it's also going to cost you some extra money. And even for marketing and SEO, it'll cost you more money. And there are basically 3 ways you can build a website. One is to hire a website builder. And what this means is they would just use like WordPress or Shopify to make a website for you. Or you could hire a web designer who can code the website for you from the beginning. Or you could use a website builder yourself and do it. This is the cheapest option because you're not going to have to pay the designer. You just have to pay for the domain and hosting and the SSL certificate. Whereas if you hire them, you have to pay their fees as well. So yes, that is that. And these are the 3 websites that I personally used for making websites for school projects. These are good because they give you a free trial. And yeah, so that Wiz has a free plan as well. And their cheapest is this, so it ranges from $13 to $12 for Squarespace and GoDaddy. I'm going to be using GoDaddy today to just give you a basic how to create a basic website. And their e-commerce would range from $25. And most expensive plans are these, and the number of plans 804. So Wiz has the most number of plans. What are these number of plans? I'll show to you on GoDaddy what it means. And these are my references. So let's go to GoDaddy now and try to create the website. So this is the official GoDaddy website. I'm going to go to that. I'm already logged in here, but if you're opening this for the first time, they might ask you to sign up. It's just going to be your email address and things like that. So I'm going to go here and say start for free. And I'm going to type, just as an example, you just have to put whatever your business name is. I'm just going to type KKK. And so you can see the next steps here. They kind of tell you what how you can improve your website and stuff like that. Before that, I'll just show you view plans as well, like I mentioned. So we saw in the presentation that GoDaddy had 4 plans. So it has the basic plan, the standard, premium, and e-commerce. So e-commerce is something that you would want to buy if you're like selling products on your website. So you can see that all the plans have SSL certificate, and they're all mobile friendly. They have the PayPal option, And you can kind of see the difference between the plans, and you can see which one works for you and take that. They also have social media listing platforms and email marketing and many other options if you buy the e-commerce option. And let's look at next steps. So they kind of tell you or suggest to you what are the things that you could do on your website. And I don't know why it's not opening. Okay, there we go. So it says write an about section and says tell your visitors how to get in touch with you, upload your own images, publish your website. So let's just press on the write an about section. Okay, so there's no about section, and I'll teach you how to add it. So we can add it on the home. So just press this and say about. There you go. So we have an about us page and it'll be empty. You can add a section here. So we added the section. Now let's just go back to our home page and I'll show you how to add a section there. So this is what our website looks right now. So they already have images that they have added that you can look through, and all you have to do is put your own images here. So you just have to click on this and change image. Press on change image and add your own image here from your laptop. So it's very easy because you already have the whole setup. You just have to add your own images, and they already also have the subscribe list to subscribe to your website and everything. So here we can add another section. We can add this featured categories. So it's basically like new products, most popular and best value products. So those are there, and you can also change the pictures on these. So this is like the basic way to edit and stuff. So you can also change the background to black. Here it'll change to black, but I think white looks better, so I'm just going to change it. There's also themes. You can change the color, you can change the font. You can even change the buttons. Primary button, the way it looks, you can change it to this. So there are a lot of options to edit it the way that you want it to look. So I'll show you the next part would be the most important. That is how to create a store. So let's just press on add store. The feature is ready, continue, and when you add, store. Okay, here we go, add products. And we're basically going to try to add products and go till the payment page where you can pay for the product. So it says add image. I'm going to add an image that I got from, okay, so it took us to another page where I can add product. So I'm going to say add image. So there we go. So this is the image that I've added. You can go down. They also have other suggestions for you. And then I'm going to say insert. So the image is added. It's going to ask for the name. I'm just going to put demo product here. It's asking for the price. I'm going to say 20, but I'm going to say sales price is $25. And you can even add in description here. You can add inventory options. You can say it's out of stock or it is in stock. You can even give more description of the product like length, width, height, and you can add the search engine. Like if you press demo products, this product will come out in identifiers. Like you can say the brand, the manufacturer, model number, and things like that. But I'm not going to add anything because it's not my product and I don't know anything about it. And I'm just going to go ahead and save it. There we go. Success. The demo product has been added. Okay, so now let's go back to the website. Okay, and then I'm going to say publish. So we can edit, we can add products, we can do all that. And then when you go to publish, I'm going to use the free GoDaddy URL. If you have your own domain, you can use that, or you can get a new domain, and this would be the name of your shop or website, and the price would depend on that. I'm going to say save and publish. It's getting published. There we go. And then you can say view site. It'll take us to a new tab. And this is basically what we just did is we created a whole website in, I don't know, less than 5 minutes, I think. This is how it looks. Obviously, you can change this. You can change the name and everything. And so these are the featured products. This is the product that we just added, which is $25. And these are the products. These will be like all the products that you added, joining and stuff like that. If you go up, you can go to the contact tab. They have some get in touch here where you can add your own number and stuff. And about us, we just added this, but it's not a proper section, but you can write about your brand, your product more and stuff like that. Now let's go back and try adding that product so we can go to the payment page. Let's find the product. Here we go. So let's add this product to the cart and we say checkout. And it takes us to the payment page, and they also have partnered with PayPal. So the customers can also choose to check out through PayPal. And if you go back, you can see the cart here, and the customers can also create their own profile. So it'll be easier for them to log in the next time they come to the website. So yeah, this is basically what I had created for the presentation. And thank you for listening to me. I hope you guys have got a better picture of how to create a website on your own. What I would suggest you guys do is, just go onto a website builder. It can be even Shopify because that's what everyone uses now. It's the most famous and most flexible, most professional website builder. So just go on to Shopify, create a demo website. Like just look at all the options, just randomly choose stuff, change things, and do everything that you can. So you'll know how to play with it, and then once you know how to do it, you can go ahead and create a proper website for your own. And if you're a business that is just getting started, I would recommend you just do what I did, like a basic website. It's very easy. They already have a template. All you have to do is just add images. And if you want to write something, you can write about your products and things like that. So it's very easy. You can do it on your own. So you can try it, and if you still feel it's something that you don't want to do and it's like too much work, because it's kind of hard to like figure out how to do things and everything. It takes time. So you can always hire a professional too. And some of those websites like GoDaddy had an option to hire a designer as well. So that's another option for you to consider. So yeah, all the best for your business, and I hope you guys, learned something new today. Thank you for listening.